this is gonna be the year 2023. So last year I did Patreon rewards again every month of the year, and I made some really cute ones. Again, I hope I can remember when I made what, because apparently I'm really bad at remembering. We're gonna try. So the first one I made at the start of 2023 was this card. It says "Ready for the Ride," and it says 2023 on the sides, based on the Chinese New Year, and that year was gonna be the year of the bunny. Year of the bunny? I think so. So that's why I have a little bunny, and he has a little saddle and a little backpack, and he is ready to take you on a ride through the entire year. And I thought it was cute, but I wasn't really happy with how the colors came out in the end. It was a bit rushed, I have to say. It was a bit rushed because I was having some really bad depression in the winter time, and it was very dark. So I made an anti-Valentine's card, and it turned out like this. And it says, "Cupid rhymes with stupid." And she's like ripping apart the heart, and Cupid has been trying to sting her with his bow and his arrows, but he failed. And she's like, yeah, she has little devil horns and a little tail, and she's like, stupid Cupid. People really enjoyed this card, and it's also quite popular still on the markets, and probably gonna do a reprint of her. But yeah, I really like this. She's cute, she's funny. March is Women's History Month in America, or international, I think. I don't know. But I wanted to draw a card based on at least a woman from history, especially for this month. And I let the patrons actually pick through a poll. So they picked women artists from the past. So I decided to draw Frida Kahlo. So this is what I made. I took a long time on this one. This was a labor of love. I hope you can see it. So it is Frida. It's an interpretation of one of Frida's artworks. Maybe I put like a picture up here of her painting. Yes, and I watched like this show as well about Frida, her life, and I really got to know a lot more about her, and I really blew myself away with what I made. I was really happy with it. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Then it was May, and I don't know if you guys know, but if you've seen some of my videos, you might know that I am a mom of 3 floofs, 3 animals in my house, and one of them is a dog named Finn, and Finn turned 2 in May, and I decided, okay, well, we're gonna celebrate. So oh hi, you're not Finn? Yeah. So for May, I drew my dog Finn, and this is the card. I had never drawn a portrait of him. I made like a little emoji of him once for the stream, but I've never drawn his portrait. So that was so fun to do. And in this time, you had all these yellow flowers that were like lining the highway and like in every field, and I just with the yellow, and it just made me so happy and just like filled with joy. So that's why I picked that flower to surround him. And he is adorable. So yeah, and it has a little, this one I usually don't do, but I made this say like Finn 2 years and then the date of when he was born, and it's just a little memorial, because Finn has it's like a big part of my life. So I brought that to the Patreon. So I think then around that time I also got an operation, and I had a very hard time recovering from my operation. So I wasn't really able to make amazing art. Like I had a really hard time to sit down and to have the energy and the mental capacity to make something. So I was like envisioning myself surrounded by spring leaves and like on a forest floor, and I was like, I'm gonna draw something that, you know, I'm envisioning how I should heal my body, if that makes any sense. So I drew this girl, and she's like laying in a field, kind of, with like clovers, is that the right word? Clovers. And it has like little clovers in the border around it as well. Yeah, she just looks, she's having a really nice nap. And this is maybe like not the best work that I made, but it was really how I needed to like put this into art. Like I needed to get this feeling out into a physical thing. And it helped me a lot. So I still hope that the patrons also enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. In June, it was obviously Pride Month again. And since the card from the Pride Month in the previous year had like such a good response, I decided to reinvent that card and make it more inclusive, basically. I was like, okay, I need to like try and up my game and make the same idea of that drawing and make it more inclusive. So that's what I tried to do. So these are 3 people that are skating. This time not on a skateboard, but on roller skates, and they are celebrating. They're all having these little flags, and they have like, she has like a little shirt that is interesting, and like not all of them are wearing tight clothes. They can be non-binary or like trans. Like you can fill it in yourself, you know? Like I'm trying to leave it open for interpretation. So that's why like she has like a little, you cannot maybe see it, but she has like a little patch on her because she fell down, I guess. I don't know. And it was my birthday month again. It was July, and it was the year that I turned 30, the big 30. So I was like, I need to make a card about this again, obviously, because it's my Patreon, so I can do what I want. But I still wasn't feeling too well. I was still recovering from my surgery, and it wasn't going as planned. So I was having a very hard time, but I wanted to like make something that represented the old era from being over and being taken over by the new era, which is like my 30s. So I drew this lovely lady, and she is holding you can see it says like 20 in Roman, and she's holding my 20s. She is holding my 20s era in her hands, like, it's okay, girl, I'm here, I'm gonna take over now. And I don't know, it's just this it has emotions attached to it, I would say, because yeah, my 20s were very turbulent, and I was really scared for my 30s. And you know, I always thought that, oh, when you're 30 you need to have all these things, and you know, if you're a millennial like me or Gen Z, we are not able to do the same things that our parents were able to do, because like a lot of things are fucked up in the world at the moment. So I at least wanted to show myself, like, look, girl, whatever is gonna happen, I have you, you know, like I don't know. If you turned for 30 recently, please tell me in the comments how you felt about it, or if you made any art about it. I would love to know your perspective on this. In August, I drew flowers again. I don't know if you guys remember, but I drew the dahlias the year before this one. And this year I drew another set of my favorite autumn or end of summer flowers. And they are so cute. I love this. I love how it turned out. I love the colors. And yeah, I really enjoyed drawing these flowers and making this intricate design where they're kind of like weaving through each other. Like, I thought that was great to do. So yeah, really nice. Maybe I can insert a picture of my garden where I have some of these. I don't know. I will look if I find something. But yeah, we had October, and in October I drew this one. And I love this owl. It's so cute. Look at him. It says, want to spice things up. I thought that was just a cute reference to like cinnamon spice, like spiced latte, like that kind of like the typical autumn like flavors and stuff. And he has like a little pumpkin on his head, and he's very intricate. You can't really see, but he has very intricate little nibs and stuff. I made him quite realistic, and I'm quite proud of this. It's really nice. That's why the rest of it is quite simple, because it's all about him. I wanted to make something inspired by like the 50s like jungle vibe comics, with like the comic dotted effect in it. I don't know if that's the right word, but this is what came out of it. I made this girl, and she's in the jungle, and it has like a lot of like retro effect with like a lot more shading than I usually put in anything. And she is carrying a tiger out of the jungle because she is the boss of the jungle. It says, or the master. It says, I am the master of my jungle. And this card, people really love this card. And I really love this card. This is like, it has like a meaning for me as well, right? Because I also want to remind myself that I'm the master of my jungle, and I get to choose who resides in my jungle and who gets access to my jungle, so to speak. So yeah, I really liked drawing this. It took a lot of effort, but she came out amazing. The last card of last year was this card. It's one of my festive cards inspired by burlesque, and I usually always make, or I have been making cards for like a few years inspired by like old school champagne, drinking champagne fountains, like that kind of like fancy, like old glamour kind of feel. So she is wearing a little champagne outfit. It says champagne on her, and this is like a bottle skirt, I don't know. And she's like, she has like a little hat that is like sprouting the champagne, like it's like coming out of her head or something, and she's filling all these little glasses as well. So yeah, that was the last card of 2023, and I just announced the first card of the new year, but I think I should make that into a new video. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, or like click the subscribe button below, and check out my Patreon, please, if you want to. I send out postcards every month, and they are unique, and this year's extra special, which I'm gonna tell you all about in the next video, but you can also already see if you go to my Instagram. I hope you will have a lovely week and a lovely day, and it's evening here, so I'm about to have some dinner. And yeah, please let me know in the comments below what was your favorite patron reward that you saw. I would love to know. Right, have a lovely day, and did you drink your water? I hope you did. Otherwise, take a sip now. This is your moment, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye. Draw. Like, I am part of the LGBTQ community myself. LGBTQ. When did I draw this? I'm doing this in the hope that I'm putting something on the screen.